are you? Happy New Year. This is 2021 and it's my first episode, and you are watching According to MzShellz. Yay! My name is MzShellz, and welcome to my first episode, as I said before. And this month of January, I have dubbed it January is Action Month. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that you can pursue, 10 things that you could start doing this very month so that we still end strong in 2021, regardless of whatever happens, regardless of what comes our way. With God's help, with God's strength and determination, we would have at least put ourselves in some positive forward thinking position and action to achieve that particular goal. And I am calling this 10 things for to help or to add to our purpose driven life. 10 things to start that purpose driven life going. All right? And so, I you if you have been following me, I started by saying at the end of December that we are unstoppable. And one of the things I said that is for that is because that God was able to say we were able to come through so much. We were able to go through, and we are still standing. We are here for a purpose. We're here to achieve a purpose. We're here to do something. And so, even if you're still not sure, my aim is to sort of bring to your attention certain things that maybe you have maybe took or mislaid or tried, not even mislaid, but like maybe ignored. That's the word, ignored, and thought, oh nah, not me. I'm telling you, if it the thought came to you, it's in you. Okay, it's in you to achieve. And so one of the things I wanted to help you to realize is that we are all creative beings, and within us are gifts, within us are giftings, desires, and dreams that was intended for you to bring out, or maybe to help someone else build with you to bring it to reality. And so I'm saying here today, I want to help you to narrow your thoughts and get your thoughts thinking in that direction and see if you can be all that God has intended you to be. And that's the aim. I want that you achieve all that God wanted you to become. All right. The first one on my list is make a list. Yep. Number one, make your list. When okay, so this is 2021, so I gotta remember that we change a year. So this will be no technically 2 years ago. Right. 2 years ago I sat down when I had come to a decision road. I sat down and I said, okay, what are some of the things that God has always laid on your heart? Some of the things that you saw that you say, if this was done, maybe it would be better in the terms of stuff in society. And so I sat down and I made my list. I said, everything that God placed in my heart, I want to put it on a list. It must be for a reason, and I'm going to see with the grace of God how much of this I can achieve. If not by me, but starting it and maybe grouping with other people, get it to fruition. And so I made my list. I made my list. And as I looked down the list, I'm like, oh my goodness, how can I do this? And that's number two. I refused daily to fear and to doubt. I really had to just capture those thoughts, those voices, those negative thoughts, and put it under subjection. And as that's number two, but as the list builds up, it all makes sense. I use other things to help creating that, because sometimes just saying, okay, you're not going to think negatively is just not enough. Okay, so I refuse to fear and doubt. Every time I thought about it, I was like, oh, I don't know. And so it would make me pause, and it would help, it would bring on procrastination. And so even as last year came on, and went through quarantine, and we I started having to deal with the whole thing of quarantine and anxiety and whatever, and I really started spending time in the Word of God. I went back to that list. I said, no man, I gotta do something. You understand? I gotta make some changes in how I maybe view life and how things are to be. And so I went back to that list. And part of the reason I went back to this list is because I'm still is why I'm talking to you. You are able to interact with me through this medium because this is a part of one of the things on the list. All right. Number three, silence every negative voice. Sometimes growing up as children or even as adults, we still have things that would say from the past, oh, you can't do it. You live on this street, you can't do it. Or you, because of the color of your skin, you can't do it. Because of your hair, you can't do it. Silence every one of those negative voices. As I said to you, you are a creative being. You were made in God's image. God created the heaven and the earth. All right. So it within you lies something that you can create, something that you can bring together. Whether it's going to be a form of a book, whether it's a form of a business, whether it's a part of an enterprise, you may actually hold the next multi-million dollar idea that will bring generational wealth to your family, to your life, to make changes in your family, and to leave a legacy that will last for years. So never disregard yourself, okay? So you want to silence every negative voice. You want to silence um, any doubt, any fear. And how do you do that? That's number four. You're going to keep positive people around you, whether it's your family or your friend, whether it's inspirational messages, whether it's an inspirational song. That's a part of keeping positivity around you, right? As you start to keep focus, as you keep focus now on trying to achieve at least one of those things on that list, starting it, put it into some form of perspective. All right. Number five, you want to be starting to looking for the resources that you need to start that idea, to gain knowledge towards developing the idea, or to educate yourself on some things or all of the things on your list. Who knows? You really may still know the information that you need to start this idea, but maybe you just want the know-how. So you want to try and start educating yourself. And one of the things that I had done, especially with this number five, yep, number five, especially with that one was I listened to a lot of podcasts. I did a lot of listening to podcasts. I have a couple of friends who have started their journey in creating and in developing. I follow their different, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, and I listen to some of their messaging, and I get the inspiration to keep going. I YouTube when I was starting my channel. I went on YouTube and go and searched, and I found a lot of people who have started their channel and used some of the ideas and listened to what they said and listened to the pros and the cons and worked out my show, right? Um, I also watch a lot of YouTube videos outside of starting the YouTube channel as a means of gaining my knowledge and my resources towards a lot of the other things on my list. All right. Number six, staying focused. You want to stay focused, whatever it is. Sometimes you're putting your action, you're putting your plan into place, and there are things that will distract you. And even if you have to walk away for a while, you want to still keep the focus. You want to still keep the focus. And case in point, as I said, back to my list, there was an aspect of the list that I think I maybe had forgotten about, and I had was given reason to be reminded of it, and so now it's on my forefront of my mind. I'm focused on starting it. I'm focused on trying to put it into some form of fashion that is beyond just in my mind, but it's on paper. It's on something that I can share with people and say, hey, this is where I'm thinking. This is where I want to go. So you want to stay focused. You want to try and use whatever resources you have to the best of your ability to make sure that your dream come true. Um, Number seven, you want to stay prayerful, and that's part of the reason how you're going to help to silence your negative voices, refusing to fear. You're going to help to stay focused. You're going to keep your focus while you spend time praying. And one of the things I do a lot is pray. And so what I do is as I pray, as I listen, because not only just me talking, but listen to where the Lord is directing. Listen to how the Lord is directing me. You will get no direction as to see which one of the things on your list is now the most important thing that you need to focus on, or what you can start, where you need to pause, where you need to bring in additional help, It's through prayer you will get all your direction. Number seven, use your 24 hours wisely. We are all given 24 hours, but if we look through our day and how we spend it, you're going to find out that there are ways that you could use to maximize the time in order for you to achieve everything you want to achieve. So outside of your 9 to 5 and maybe spending time with family, you will have to start now trying to come up with ways to ensure that you spend time on fostering your dream. You gotta foster the dream. You have to put time into whatever you're working on. And so maybe while heading to work and you're driving or you're on the bus, you have your AirPods in, instead of listening to those any willy-nilly, you're listening to a podcast, you're reading something that is going to help you in getting you in the direction that you need to go as you plan for your vision, whatever that vision is, as I said, based on your list, right? So you want to make sure you make use of the time. When you're off, you divide the time so that you carve some time into building your dream, whatever that dream is, whatever that dream looks like for you based on your list. All right. Number 9. Number 9. I'm for please forgive me. Number 9. Um, self-care. Self-care, I'm sorry, self-care. And for me, self-care, I look at the three components of who a man is: the body, the spirit, and the soul. All right, so self-care also include taking time to worship, go to church, attend your religious activities, taking time out to check, to do, your mental health. Do you need somebody to talk to? Do you need things that you're not sure about to be cleared up in your head? And one of the places I know that I came across while in 2020 and I've used is BetterHelp, right? And it's an online counseling group, and I use their services um, to assist me when I was, trying to work stuff out, trying to deal with the whole anxiety issues and other issues that surface. And I'm like, hey, what's going on here? And so I said, you know what, I need help. So I got help, and so I'm sharing them with you. All right. So you use for self care. You could use that to deal with your mental health, your religious services for spiritual life, your prayer life, um, taking rest, really just sleeping. If your body needs a rest, you need to take your rest. That's all in self care. Um, Filling the water in your tub and taking a bubble bath, taking a spa trip in your bathtub, in your bathroom. That also can help to self care. Just having time of quiet and reflection, meditation, all of that leads to your self care. All right. And all of this is gearing to make sure that you still remain rounded and grounded. All right. Number 10, the last one. And I know along the line, my numbering may be off, but I'm at 10. Okay. Number 10 is make affirmations or declarations. This will also help to keep the fear out and the doubt out and to silence the negative voices. This will also help to keep your focus. Because sometimes you're gonna find as you look through your list and you have to juggle. This is now something new you're juggling with everything else. Sometimes you will want to resist and focus more on what you're familiar with and neglect to focus on your dream. But if you do those affirmations, if you keep encouraging yourself to keep striving, especially if you're starting to see headway in the dream that you want to achieve, I would say keep going. Don't refuse to quit. Refuse to procrastinate. Refuse to slow down. And affirmations help to put that fire under your feet to keep you moving. My favorite one is scriptural, but it's I am the head and not the tail. I am above only and not beneath. Is there sometimes you feel like, okay, can I do this again based on negative voices, negative thoughts, fear or doubt coming in? And sometimes it's basically based on past experiences, or it has nothing even to do with anything. It's just because it's something new. And so, what I do is keep affirming, keep praying, keeping my focus, focusing on what that end picture looks like, and keep going in that direction. As I said to you guys, January is a month of action. Let us this year make sure we focus. We focus on achieving our dreams, if it's even one. Let's not put the resolutions aside. Let's work on it. Let's make it come out to a reality. This is our action month. January is our action month. We're going to end strong this year, right? And my aim is to help you, to give you ideas, to give you tips, to lead you in that direction so that we can all celebrate your success. Remember, I celebrate life's moments, and a part of that is your success. I wish for you a happy January, a happy new year again, a great day, a wonderful sunshiny day. And I pray that whatever you write on that list will indeed be that miracle you always needed. And that you will not only help yourself, but you will be a blessing to somebody else from that list you made. May God bless you. All the best. I'll be back because we're going to put more work with that list where that list is concerned. And I want to help you reach your goal, even as I'm working towards mine. My list is working. I'm still working on my list, even as I'm sharing with you. But as I said, part of my list is me standing in front of you right now. And at least for me, I know that's a positive step in the right direction. I'm happy to be here. Good to see you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of your number one. God bless you. Mwah. Love you. I'll see you again soon. Bye.